Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance with me.
Hi guys, today's video is going to be a prom video, and I wasn't going to do a prom video this year because I'm just so far out of prom that I didn't even think about it. And then I was like, wait a second, if you follow me on social media, you know that like a major thing that happened to me this year, which was so awesome, was I was in 17 magazine, their prom edition. I was wearing some Windsor dresses, and I was like so stoked on that. That's like the coolest thing that's ever happened as far as like being in a magazine. What? So I was like, I can't not do a prom video, that'd be crazy. I remember going to my school dances, we'd all go, like my friends and I would go get our hair done. And I'd come back and I'd just hate it. I'd be like, this looks nothing like me. I don't like this hairstyle. Like, I don't know what was going on. And so I'd always redo it and like tweak it myself. So then I just ended up eventually just doing my own hair for school dances and my friend's hair. So I thought I would show you guys some of my favorite hairstyles. I like to keep it pretty chill. Like, you can dress these totally down like how I have it now with like a sweater and a t-shirt, or you can wear your prom dress and dress it up with like jewelry and stuff, and it'll look really awesome. So I really hope you guys find this video helpful. I also show you a few dresses that I really like, along with some clips from the photo shoot, which is awesome. So anyways, if you are interested in this video, then just keep on watching. Starting off with hairstyle number 1, it's basically just a braided updo that I think is super pretty and it's very easy. So all you're going to need is a teasing brush, some bobby pins, and a hair tie. So the first thing I'm doing is I am teasing the back section of my hair and a little bit on the sides for extra volume. Then I'm going to be taking this front section of my hair, leaving some hair out in the front and back sections of my hair, and I'm going to begin French braiding it. Now when you're French braiding it, you don't want to go all the way down to your ear. You're going to go about halfway and then finish the braid on its own without picking up extra pieces, because otherwise it's going to look silly when you pull it back. So if you just do it like how I did it, you shouldn't have any troubles. So once that side is done, you're going to leave it like that, and then you're going to repeat the same process on the other side of your head. Once you have both sides of your hair braided, you're going to basically gather the rest of that hair back into a loose ponytail, and then I'm kind of pulling up the sides because I like it to look kind of like a messy updo and not super tight to my head. So then once you have that in a ponytail, I'm just lightly pulling at the braid to give it a little bit of a fuller appearance, and then I'm basically going to pull it back and wrap it around the ponytail and then secure it with a bobby pin. Another thing that I did is, since I didn't have cut bangs, I loosely gathered that front section of my hair back and then secured it with a bobby pin underneath the braid, and then had strands kind of pull out at the front, just because I didn't have bangs, so it looked a little silly with like really long strands hanging. And then I just repeated the exact same process on the other side with the other braid. Now you could totally leave this as a ponytail and curl that how you want to, but I'm going to show you guys how to put it up. So all you need to do is take little sections of your hair like this, and you're basically going to loop it and then pin it with a bobby pin. This seems really hard, but I promise you guys it's so easy. So all you're going to do is, until all of your hair is pinned up, you're basically just going to loop and pin. Using a mirror to look behind you at the other mirror really helps to make sure you're putting the hair in the right places, and this is an awesome opportunity to do this with your friends, and your friends can help you as well. But overall, like I said, it looks a lot harder than it actually is, but all it really is looping and pinning, looping and pinning. If you are still having trouble with this part, a tip for you is to basically have your hair super curly before you start pinning. It's just going to make your life a lot easier to loop and pin it. As you can see, mine was kind of wavy when I started, so I kind of had to create those barrel-like curls myself. It's quicker to do it the way I did it because you're not curling your hair, but if it saves you some frustration, then go ahead and curl your hair beforehand. Now what I did with the pieces of hair that are hanging by my face is I just took a barrel curler and I curled it away from my face into kind of these loose wave-like curls. I think it's really pretty. It makes it look polished and put together, and it also frames your face really nicely. But overall, that's the completed hair look. It took me about 10 minutes. I think it is so pretty, so simple to do when you get the hang of it, and I think it would look good with any dress. Moving on to hairstyle number 2, this is a faux bob, which I think is really fun, especially if you have a really crazy beaded dress, because it reminds me of something out of the Gatsby. So all I'm going to do now is tease my hair. Now this is really important for this look because you really want your hair to be voluminous at the top since you're not going to have hair at the bottom. So now all you're going to do is basically gather your hair into a low ponytail. You're not even going to put the ponytail at the nape of your neck. You're going to basically put it lower than that. It's kind of self-explanatory by just watching me do it. So I'm kind of gathering it like so. And then I'm going to basically put a ponytail around that kind of lower than usual. Next step is to gather your hair that is in the ponytail, twist it around itself into this little bun type of thing. You're basically going to shove it underneath the hair that is left. I wish I would have filmed a back angle of this, but unfortunately I didn't. It's really easy. All you have to do is basically put your hair underneath itself, and then you're just going to take a bunch of bobby pins and crazy pin it underneath there. Depending on how thin or thick your hair is, depends on how many bobby pins you will need. I only needed a few, but it actually does stay pretty well. So now I'm basically just roughing up the top sections of my hair. You want those front layers to kind of come out a little bit. And then on the side that my part is a little bit less of, if that makes sense, I have less hair on this side, I'm pinning that back. I could put it behind my ear, I think would look great too, but I'm kind of pinning it back just because I liked how that looked. And then again, I'm just taking out the layers, the top layers of my hair very gently, and with a curling iron, I'm basically going to curl those in these loose curls. I really like this hairstyle because it definitely has a messy look to it, but it's definitely more put together the more you curl your sections of hair. But I think this would look really awesome with a beaded dress or something. Even simple, it could go either way. For hairstyle number 3, I decided to work with straight hair because I didn't want to leave those of you out that have just naturally straight hair or like their hair straight or have hard to curl hair, because I still think you can look fancy and put together with straight hair. Plus, sometimes dresses just look better with it. So you could go the Selena Gomez VMA route and just leave it down and straight and it'll look awesome. Or I'm going to show you guys how to do this braid, which I think definitely jazzes it up a little bit. So all you're going to do is take a section of hair, starting with a small section of course, and you're going to begin French braiding it. Now if you're unaware how to French braid, it's really easy. You're just going to basically regular braid, but you're going to be picking up extra sections of hair each time you come on the outside pieces. So obviously, as you can see, I'm picking up some here, and then I'm going to braid it, and then with this side I'm going to be picking up more. Another thing with this hairstyle is you're basically going to braid it all the way back to the back of your part, because you want it to lay flat on your head, although it is going to come up a little bit, but I'm going to show you how to fix that in 1 second. But basically you're going to keep braiding all the way back, picking up sections so you get to the back of your head like so, and then you're basically just going to continue braiding down, and you're going to stop picking up pieces at this point, because you don't want your whole head braided, just this one section. So as you can see, it's kind of sticking out a little bit, so a trick for you is just to take a bobby pin, and where it's sticking out, go into the braid, and you're basically going to push the bobby pin down into the braid, so the bobby pin is concealed for the most part, and you won't even be able to tell. Then with my fingers, I'm basically just going to pull apart at the braid, just kind of flattening a little bit and making it a little bit fuller. It's just going to blend into my straight hair a little bit easier. And that's it. But you're probably thinking, okay, that looks super casual, not good enough for prom. But if you think about it, adding things like some rhinestone earrings or a big statement necklace will really change up the look of your hairstyle. And of course, once you put your dress on, I think it will look awesome. Moving on to some prom dress inspiration. Obviously, I'm too old for prom, so I don't have prom dresses lying around, so I asked Windsor if I could share with you guys some of my favorites from the 17 shoot. My absolute favorite this year are the two-piece dresses. I just think they are so gorgeous, and they're actually pretty affordable. I wish I knew about them when I was going to prom, because I totally would have rocked this blue one. I'm obsessed with it. And also, you guys know I love my Look for Less videos, and tell me this does not look exactly like Sarah Hyland's dress. I just think it's so gorgeous. I'm in love with it. And then also, I thought I would include some footage from the 17 prom shoot. You guys are going to recognize some familiar faces. Some YouTubers and I were in the shoot together, and it was just a really cool experience, and I'm so grateful that I got to do it. Windsor and I are giving away 2 $100 gift cards towards your prom dress this year, so if you want to find out how you can win those, the details will be in the description box below. But that's my video for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!